doing workshops is a fantastic way of inspiring the idea of pursuing lighting design as a career, especially in students. But also, I think the community in the construction industry needs a lot of awareness and understanding of what lighting design is.
Absolutely, yes.
And that's when I realized that I didn't just want to teach lighting to the young people that are coming into the construction industry, but I also wanted to make sure that people that already work in the industry
are aware
of how important lighting and lighting design is for the built environment and for the environments all around us.
Welcome back to the Virtual Lighting Design Community Podcast, a global platform that empowers, inspires, educates, and connects the lighting design community. This podcast is brought to you by our premium supporters Aero Hospitality Lighting, Creative Lighting Asia, Urco, the Signify Lighting Academy, and Felix Lighting. Here's your regular dose of light inspiration. For anyone wanting a visual experience, please do check out our YouTube channel, where you will find the video version of this episode, as well as many other great interviews and presentations by our industry thought leaders. Our YouTube handle is at vld.community. And of course, it wouldn't be complete without mentioning our online platform where the magic happens. Join us and your fellow lighting enthusiasts, where you can gain access to the complete array of presentations, interviews, stories, ongoing conversations, a host of resources, and much more. So please do check that out and explore the community. Now, without further ado, let's head straight into the episode. Enjoy!
Hello everyone, welcome to the VLD interview series in Dubai. I'm Katia Kolovea, I'm a co-founder of the Virtual Lighting Design community, and today I'm super excited to have with me Maria Dautant from HLB in Dubai. We're going to have a conversation about Maria and her work and what drives her. So Maria, welcome. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank
it's
you
a
for having
pleasure.
me. Same here.
So would you like to introduce yourself? Tell us what you do and what brings you to Dubai, and yes.
Sure. Well, like you said, my name is Maria. I am a senior associate for HLB Lighting Design in Dubai. I have been in Dubai for 4 years now. But before that, I worked in New York and also in Sydney, and always as a lighting designer. And, I guess my passion for lighting has just taken me to many places around the world, because everybody thinks differently about design and about lighting as well. So I wanted to experience it all. And very recently I fell here in Dubai. I had the opportunity to come here.
How long have you been to Dubai?
4 years.
4 years now.
Yes,
yeah.
4 years. Yeah. And I have to say that it's been a really exciting opportunity with many really cool projects that are going on around the region. So yeah, I'm here, and I really want to make sure that lighting becomes this very important
part of every discussion in every table, right? In the building environment.
Exactly.
I love it. I love it. No, I think that's a really good introduction to what we are going to talk now in this short interview.
Yes.
It sounds your journey has been very global, and going around different countries and really connecting with lots of different people and professionals.
Absolutely.
And that ties in really nicely, because when we met last year exactly at the same place.
Yes.
Light Middle East in Dubai 2023 back then.
Yep.
And we were both of us workshop heads for the student workshop Meraki, organized by Dipali Sirsat and Roberto Corradini. Yes. And it was all about education and really finding a way to pass our passion and expertise and knowledge to the young designers coming from interior design and architecture. So my question to you now is kind of like, as an individual, as a lighting designer, and like, I'm sure you have been leading different teams in different sizes and really supporting junior members to grow, but also you're doing educational work. So could you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. Yes, I think as a lighting designer, I had really good mentors throughout my career. And I cannot really tell you one thing that all of the mentors shared, but definitely the experience that I had with every one of them inspired me to want to become a good mentor as well.
Yeah.
And obviously doing workshops is a fantastic way of inspiring the idea of pursuing lighting design as a career, especially in students. But also, I think the community in the construction industry needs a lot of awareness and understanding of what lighting design is.
Absolutely, yes.
And that's when I realized that I didn't just want to teach lighting to the young people that are coming into the construction industry, but I also wanted to make sure that people that already work in the industry
are aware
of how important lighting and lighting design is for the built environment and for the environments all around us. And so
absolutely.
I think that throughout my career, although I did focus on becoming a really good designer, I also got this little thing inside of me that told me if you want to receive from your community the same level of appreciation for what you do, you have to give back to your community.
Absolutely.
So that they understand how important what you do is. And so I think that's kind of how my journey as a designer brought me to this point where I am trying to truly go out into the world and give people a lot of information about what we do, how we do it, and why we do it. And I really think that joining the ILD last year, it was sort of like a perfect round moment,
and that's,
right?
That's exactly where my next question is really, because ILD is the International Association of Lighting Designers. In case anyone from our audience doesn't know.
Because you don't know.
It's the International Association of Lighting Designers, and they have lots of different chapters around the world.
Yes.
And I think last year, correct, you launched the Middle East section.
That is correct.
So could you tell us a little bit more about that? Like, what do you do on the ILD Middle East and the different activities? I'm a big fan. Like, I'm following lots of different things online.
Awesome.
But please elaborate and tell us, your experience this year, and also where you would like to see it in the following years. Yes.
I'll be more than happy to tell you.
Thanks.
So, funny enough, the chapter was launched exactly 1 year ago, right here at LIBME Middle East 2023, correct? And from that point on, I started testing what the community would respond to, because our goal and our vision is not just to inform others about about lighting design, but also to bring awareness within our own community, what our designers are doing and what are the benefits of being part of this really large global community, right? So as a person that had done this for the very first time, or was doing this for the very first time, I was testing a lot of avenues to find out what our community would react best to. And so we did many activities in the past year. We obviously engaged in the global activity of the Chase the Dark event, which is an event that it's a networking event and a really playful event that happens throughout the world the same day.
Can you tell us which is the date that this is happening? Is it always the same year, at the same time?
It's not always at the same day, and we are already talking about when the next one is this year. So yes, it will be happening.
Stay tuned. We are also going to be talking about this on the Virtual Lighting Design community platform. We can make sure that this is shared abroad.
Yes.
So when you know, just make sure that we are aware.
I will definitely let everybody know.
So you were talking about the Chase the Dark initiative.
So we participated in Chase the Dark, formally organized in Dubai for the first time. We also did, I can say I did as well. We wanted to bring some attention to the award winners of the LIBME Middle East Awards from 2023. So we did some interviews with the lighting designers that designed those projects, as well as we invited the architects, interior designers, so they could provide the story from their side, and also talk to people about how important it was to have a lighting designer as part of the team. We also did a few educational webinars just to make sure that the community felt like they were receiving some information about what's happening in lighting and topics that are of interest to the community. And the last thing that we did last year was a very interesting workshop that we worked on. And I'm hoping you participate next time.
Yeah.
Which was about the business of design.
The business of design, yes.
Correct.
Yes.
So there are many new firms happening here in the Middle East, lighting firms that are popping up, and there was a lot of discussion between myself and the owners and the founders of these studios and companies that they felt like they could do with a little bit more information, but not about lighting necessarily, but about how to run a business.
How to run a business.
And I started thinking about it, and I put together this workshop that had some different topics to discuss. So we discussed leadership, we discussed legal items to keep in mind when you are
financial part of like how do you structure.
Exactly. And we also talked a little bit about HR, and we did this really interesting little event where we brought designers from the US, which we feel are very successful in their firms, and they share their story with us, and they made it an open question, a sort of event.
Dialogue, Yes. So that was online. It was online.
Unfortunately, it was online. It wasn't planned to be online.
Okay.
The idea is that it was going to be a hybrid event. It was going to be an in-person event and a virtual event. But that day, it turns out, it rained so much in Dubai.
Okay. So you had to improvise. And I remember actually, because I was invited to be a speaker.
Yeah.
I remember that I was also in another event, right?
Yes.
It was like. Anyway, so let's hope
next time
you
will be
going to
here.
coordinate. Perfect.
Yes.
So this actually ties really well with my next question, which is how much familiar you are with the virtual light design community, and you can just tell us, like,
sure.
Have you heard it before?
I have heard of the virtual lighting community before. I actually follow you on Instagram.
Okay,
and
that's
LinkedIn.
good. Yeah.
And I know a little bit of it.
A little bit.
I would love it if you tell me more.
Okay, so like very, very roughly, like just to try to put it in very few words, it is a platform. That's why, like, it's a virtual platform where experts from all around the world, they're contributing by presenting on their favorite topics, on the topics of their expertise. We are calling them thought leaders, and they are developing a very short to longer, 10 to 20 minutes presentations, curated by us and by the whole team of the virtual light design community. But then this space also is a network of asking questions and like kind of a forum, we could say, if we could connect it a little bit backwards,
Yeah.
So people are writing blogs, are asking questions, they are sharing different events that are happening. For example, like when you're going to be announcing the Chase the Dark, we could definitely share it there and say, community, virtual light design community members, make sure you participate, connect with the ILD. Like, I feel that this platform, the last couple of years that we started during pandemic. I think we started this in 2020, if I'm not mistaken. And now we are 2024, and like we are transitioning obviously on more in-person events, but the core of this platform is to collect all of this knowledge from all around the world, from people like you, that you are willing to communicate your experience, your expertise, and inspire also the future generations to follow across.
Sure.
So this is what we do, and the platform is free in order to be part of the community and interact and communicate and share like different questions, events. Yeah. And there is also the paid version, which is to align with, to allow is the word, to allow to have those curated sessions with the speakers. Also to get a small fee as their contribution to be part of this experience, and we are really growing this as we move. So we're really excited to actually have virtual light design community partnering up with Light Middle East this year
fantastic.
For a second year in a row. So. You are very welcome to join, and also here in the booth there are many QR codes that you can scan to get an exclusive benefit for being here. So that's more of information for everyone who is not here, to make sure that you come to Light Middle East in Dubai in the years to come. Hopefully, we're going to be here. And my next question, Maria, is you talked a lot about the younger generation. You talk a lot about the importance of mentorship. It happens also to be that you are one of our mentors from the Silver Awards program that I'm a co-founder, and also it's a partner for the VLDC. Yeah. So my question, I think you know where I'm going, is what advice would you give to an aspiring lighting designer who wants to succeed in the field and also to follow the steps that maybe you followed while you are in this industry for those years?
I'm gonna answer that question with a little story.
Yes, please.
Okay. I think even though I've never been like a super shy person, I was always, I think, a little bit shy about reaching out to the community. I thought that if I just focus on being a lighting designer in my little desk with my projects and my computer, I was just going to get to this point where I was going to become this mentor and this recognized person. And I have noticed that, or I started to notice after the years, that the community likes people to get engaged and to reach out and to attend events and to introduce themselves. So the advice that I could give the new designers is to try to go out there, to attend events, to not be afraid to come up to us and introduce themselves and say, hey,
and
my name is so-and-so. Yeah. I've seen you on LinkedIn. I really like the things that you write, and I would love to talk a little bit more to you about my opportunities. I think that is super important because, like you said, we all have so many stories that we can share with younger designers that I'm sure they can benefit from, so that we can grow the community and we can increase the awareness of lighting design. Absolutely. And also creating that network is very important. It can take you to so many incredible places you have no idea you can get, and that will become a wonderful opportunity for learning. As an example, I can really tell you about this fantastic opportunity that I had with a manufacturer where I was actually just, not even a senior designer at that point in time. I think I may have just recently been promoted to senior designer, and they were very kind to invite me to do a workshop for architecture students in South Korea.
Oh, wow.
And the most amazing thing happened. I had never really had the opportunity to illuminate a folk village in Korea.
Wow.
And that was the goal of the whole workshop.
Yeah.
And so
that happened because of the connections and the networking.
Exactly.
That really talks to my heart, because also, as a younger generation in the lighting industry, I'm also I think I graduated in 2017, so it's not that far away.
Yes.
Maybe I'm exposing a bit the age, but whatever.
It's okay. Age is just a number, baby.
But I feel, and I had this conversation a few hours ago here about the importance of the ILD. ILD gave me this opportunity to be, as a student, to travel to Denver in the US.
Oh, yeah.
To have the travel stipend.
Yeah.
Scholarship, and travel there as a student and be welcomed by a massive, vivid, passionate community. And I was like, oh wow, I have found my professional family.
Yes.
And all of those networking travels opportunities had really all together had contributed a lot to my career and passion. So what you said about networking, about going out there, talking, it really talks to my heart. So
yep.
It's amazing to kind of sum this up.
Yeah.
My last question is more personal one, and it's basically, what drives you? What makes Maria waking up in the morning, to go to work and continue every day, with passion?
It's something that I guess every lighting designer feels, that you really want to get up every day and put your ideas into motion. That I think I feel like my brain, I should probably phrase it this way, my brain doesn't stop working. Everything that I see, everything that I listen to, things that I read, they bring ideas to my mind. So whatever whenever I go to work, I just want to put those ideas in a project. I just want to present them to a client. I want to try to make them a reality. So I think what drives me every day is that inspiration to make some truly original and fantastic lighting design ideas and make them into a reality. Excuse me. I think that's what really drives me.
That sounds amazing.
And I would actually like to say one more thing that relates a little bit to the previous question, is that when we think about these ideas and we think about becoming a lighting designer, and I guess for everyone in any industry this may happen, we are always afraid of failure. And this is a true fear that many of us have. And I really need to tell people, don't be afraid to fail.
Don't be afraid, yeah.
Failure is just an opportunity to do things better. Failure is an opportunity to learn, to start over, and to really keep going. And failure can be a fantastic driver. So if you go out there, you present a design and your client doesn't take it, don't
be disappointed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't be disappointed. Maybe the next client will take it.
And take it as a lesson to grow and go to the next step.
Exactly. Or even improve your design.
Or
improve upon
yeah.
the design that you have and just make it even better so that the next client will actually want to take it.
Yeah.
So I think that's, that should be probably the best answer I can give you in terms of what really drives me.
It's really valuable, but not only for the younger designers. I think this is very valuable for everyone, like to really take this risk. Sometimes it is a risk, like go for it.
Yes.
Put your passion and put your true
all
in, exactly.
All of you,
and then
exactly.
it will lead to really interesting places.
Yes.
But I think about the failure, you need to fail once to really understand how you grow out of it. So
yes,
just take the risk. Don't be afraid.
Exactly.
You might fail, but that's totally fine.
And it takes a little bit of time to get to one point from one point to the next. It doesn't happen overnight. When I start thinking about my career, gosh, I've been doing this for a very long time, and I finally feel like I'm in a place where I really dreamed about being here when I was starting. Yeah. And that is the perfect advice to people. Just you have to put effort and also give it time. And with a little bit of failure and all of these ingredients
together, yes. It's like cooking, right?
Exactly.
No, I love it. I think that's the perfect way to conclude this short discussion.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
No, thank you,
for
Katia.
your time and being here. And thank you everyone for listening in. Maria, I think you will be joining the virtual light design community.
I think I will.
Today, and thank you very much. We're gonna go now to the next session. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
We hope you enjoyed this episode and you've gained some insight or inspiration that you can take away or perhaps apply. If you enjoyed this episode, it is always appreciated if you could take a moment to share the podcast with your peers and friends or leave a review on your favorite podcast app. Consider subscribing to the podcast and our YouTube channel to stay up to date with our latest content. Do check out our online platform as well at vld.community. If you would like more, why not go back and listen to some of our previous episodes and hear more from our thought leaders. Thanks for listening, and we will be back with more great presentations or interviews very soon. Till next time.